scream.
I didn't scream. I was just saying no.
When are we not screaming?
I don't. When
Anyway,
I'm tired.
I could say
Pics or
something,
it didn't
but be
happen,
very
I
mean.
provided the pics. Look at how stinking cute that bread bowl is.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's adorable.
It's so perfectly round.
oh my god, that is cute. Okay, well.
Just rip that bread plug right out of there.
That's adorable.
Well, that's on the
It's-
stream now. Thanks a lot.
Hey, it's not bad, because they don't have the context from before stream.
That's adorable. Now where's my fucking bread?
Do you want some bread?
I mean, always.
That's fair. I am a man who always enjoys his bread as well. Look at me,
Yeah.
I'm eating a bread bowl full of cheddar broccoli soup. Ah!
You
Are you
okay, Ash?
okay?
I stirred it a little too
Hot
vigorously and
soup
it
with
spilled
your
slightly.
bare hands.
So you got a little too excited.
It's actually not that hot.
Well,
That's because right now I'm trying to carve out the middle of the bowl a little bit so the bread gets mixed in with the soup. And so when I go to actually eat the bread bowl, the bowl itself, it's not just a super dense chunk of bread. It's just like the crust and soaked in soup.
I mean, that's fine.
That's the way to do it.
Yes. Fitting to the stereotype to the Japanese that Americans are bread people.
Yeah, I am.
What's the stereotype for the Japanese people? What are you talking about?
Basically, in Japan, because they would have rice for every single meal, or as an addition to every single meal.
Uh-huh.
They tried to have a comparison point to Americans, and from their observations, they found that for Americans it's bread. Like, have to have bread with everything.
Yeah, most Americans do.
Yes, I am. I am
So,
Mr. Breadman.
so essentially, to Americans, bread is our rice.
I am the Pillsbury Doughboy. Also, don't say us like you're an American. Fuck off.
He's a North
His-
American.
Go back to
He's
Godless
technically
Canada. No. Go back
What
to
about me?
Godless Canada. You're not.
Look, what you talking about there, eh?
Yeah.
Swear to God, Armored, I will drink all the maple syrup in Canada.
You tried to do that and you'll die, eh?
That's fine.
Please don't die.
I will. I will fuse with the maple syrup, and all of Canada will know my wrath.
What you talking about?
Maple Cthulhu?
Maple, cause yes,
Maple Thulu.
yes.
Oh,
It's just
Maple
Cthulhu.
Thulu, eh?
It's just Cthulhu, but he's sticky.
No.
He's already
no.
sticky.
No, actually, if we're being honest, would probably just be a massive fleet of just maple syrup Canadian geese.
I was thinking it's like he brings terror, but he'll be polite about it.
Something funny that happened today. What?
Oh, the picture of the.
Like, I sit out at my bus stop, and sitting on top of the bus station, or on top of the bus stop, is just this goose that's honking away. And there was a second goose that was standing and shitting on top of some poor guy's car.
That's a goose for you.
Like
That's
there
what
was
I do.
a literal pile stacking up on top of this guy's car's roof.
I mean,
As someone who
that's-
has chickens can attest.
That's what I'd do.
They'll poop in one place until they can't stand there anymore.
Yeah.
Biology
Geese
of
are
birds.
assholes.
By the way, sorry about all the delays, viewers. I had to go get bread bowls because my bread bowl need was not satisfied. That is why we are late.
It kind of looked like a pretzel bowl. Like, kind of?
It's just a hard crusted bread.
No, yeah, it's because of the bubbles, but at first I was like, what the fuck? There's some pretzel bread there?
No, that would be way too tough to bite through.
That would also be.
I mean, I
really
could,
fucking,
but-
that would be really fucking expensive.
Wouldn't be that bad.
I mean,
Name drop of a company. Panera Bread is expensive, but they're pretty reasonable for what they sell you.
it is expensive,
There's-
and I'm cheap.
Their cinnamon raisin bread is really good.
I'm a cheap
I got
date.
I got chalky croissants.
Oh, like chocolate. I was like, why would you want chalk croissants? What?
It helps with
Because I
heartburn.
So I first heard chunky croissants.
Like, yeah.
I have chunky cookies.
No, I'd be okay with like just fucking just big ass croissants. That's good for me.
No, chocolate croissants. They're filled with chocolate and then covered in chocolate.
That's too much fucking.
Why
chocolate.
tempt me?
That's too much fucking chocolate.
When you come over this weekend, take me to Panera Bread and I'll buy you a croissant.
That's too much fucking
I can
chocolate.
do that tomorrow.
Are you coming over tomorrow?
Mr. Boop has the day off.
Oh, cool. I do too.
Oh, that's
Shut up, it's delicious.
At
Epic
this
D&D
point,
stream.
I don't actually know if we're actually gonna start or if we're just gonna fuck around.
We're
the whole
going to
time.
start. I'm waiting for everyone to get done with the shooting. Just
We
start introducing themselves.
We're ready to start whenever you
Introduce
are.
yourselves then! I have to go
Hi.
last in that.
Hi, I'm Andy. I play Ketta. You already know she's a bard. It's kind of obvious. Let's go.
Hi, I do the Revinche. He does a dance and a stab. That is all we know.
It's also a part.
Eh. Hi, everybody. I'm Danny Boop, and I play Morrigan, the tiefling, and, well, it's probably been figured out what she is class-wise so far, but I don't feel like actually saying it. Y'all are smart enough to know what she is. Last session, she used a sword and Eldritch Blast, so
Octopus.
only on Tuesdays.
No.
She's clearly a barbarian.
Yes.
She's totally a wizard.
I am a wizard.
Wizard Harry.
No, I'm just a hairy wizard.
Anyway,
Who's next?
East Failsy's next.
I'm Failsy. I play Failsy. And
How original.
Failsy is a spellcaster who ranges on a lot of different spells.
To be fair, my screen name is actually Jim, though you guys don't call me it. And
No, we don't.
my main D&D character's name is Jamia.
Look, I just went with the first thing I saw and the first thing I heard, and I'm not going to change it now. I'm too stubborn. I'm
get
Myth. I play Brimstone. I am Gun.
I embody gun.
I am Gun.
He has become one with gun. He has
No.
gun for head.
No, I have not become one with the gun. That implies I was never one with the gun. There was a point in time where I was not one with gun. I am Gun.
His dick is a gun.
You were separated from Gun, though. I censored her with my over-talking. Anyways, hello, I am Ash/Jim. I prefer Jim, but oh well. It's fine.
Should have told us that earlier then.
I told you that the moment I got introduced to you guys. Oh
Did
well.
you?
Yes.
I don't remember. Therefore,
Anyways.
it happened.
It's been like a
asked
year
you
since
which
we
one you
met.
prefer.
That's fair.
Anyways,
It doesn't matter. I am the chocolate DM, as I am currently covered in chocolate-filled pastries.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say chocolate. No, I was like, goddamn it, Ash.
I am currently covered head to toe in chocolate, much like the pudding baby. The peanut butter baby.
Oh,
It's not a good image. Don't have it. Then again, none of you except for my sister know what I look like, so it's fine.
That's true.
No, she has posted a picture of what you look like, though. Like, half of your body.
Let's moving on.
It was just a picture to show off his hair.
Anyways,
that is all to be said on the matter. When last we left our heroes, they had finally been setting out, and they had finally set out on their journey on the high seas aboard the Wave Treader Castaway. They were going for. They had a very. The earlier talk of bread plugs has my brain elsewhere. Anyway,
Clearly to better lands.
to land at all, because you guys are not at it.
Yeah.
So their journeys so far have taken them across the high seas for 2 days and 2 nights now. It's been fairly uneventful, save for one attack by harpies and various merfolk creatures that were being led by them, which they
Yeah,
dealt
nice.
with rather soundly.
Yeah, I shot the bitch in the head because she wouldn't stop singing.
Yes. There
Nice.
was some tears,
Many tears.
all the tears. Keta has enough tears for at least 9 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just took Brimstone's emotion. Except for anger.
Basically. Anger and sadness. Those are the emotions Brimstone has.
I don't know about sadness.
He's got that angst.
I think it's
Yeah.
just anger and gun.
Yeah.
Gun is an emotion as well.
He's Gun's Brimstone's happiness.
Gun is an emotional state.
Yeah. It's a state of being.
Anyways. So their trip so far has been going fairly well. We're actually going to be jumping forward a little bit, so I'd like a couple of you to make a few rolls.
Woo!
Failsy, we are basically jumping forward 3 more days in this travel to about the 5-day point when you guys would be about halfway across the strait. As represented by this arrow, if it will allow me to move it properly with one hand.
Oh no.
That's a little too far down, but that is where it ended up.
A little close to that island, don't you say?
Yes.
Well, sorry, it's the fact that I'm having to do this with one hand and it requires 3 fingers all at the same time.
We're Tokyo drifting. We gotta
There
get
we
a
go.
little close. Come on. God.
Alright, there you go. That's where you guys are.
So why don't we roll?
At this point, you are actually stopped, basically on the high waters, as the construction crew is beginning the creation of the buoy you have been set here to place. So for rolls, we have the performance checks by Kieta and Dravince. Since it
Hi.
has been 3 days, I need 3 sets.
Alright.
3 set. Okay.
You all can either roll individually or provide each other advantage.
Do you want to provide me advantage, or do you want me to provide you advantage?
I have a 5 in performance.
I have a 6.
So it'd be basically the
Then-
same as you guys rolling individually.
Then I'll
Let's roll
provide you
individually.
advantage.
Oh, okay.
Fuck you
21.
too. What?
17. Wait, nope. 25. And 12.
I don't know if you guys can hear this outside my window.
I heard the motorcycle or whatever go by.
There's just a dude riding a motorcycle up and down my street right now.
Oh, nice. Telling me he has a tiny penis.
I don't see his dick, but I don't intend to look at it.
No. See how he's riding up and down the street for no reason? There's your indication.
So, that is Keta's performance rolls with help from with assistance from Dravince.
Alright, so your first 2 days are actually really good performances. You're not really getting the crowd very much on the 3rd day though, because now most of the people on the deck are more paying attention to building the buoy.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not really getting a whole lot of people's attention.
Yeah, cool.
You still manage over the course of the 3 days to... Let me get my dice. Excuse me.
You managed to summon a demon from the pits of the abyss. Or what would be the abyss, rather.
They just exist in this world. They don't really have a place.
Yeah. from wherever they come from.
From
Could
the
be an
loins
abyss.
of their parents.
Just not
Yeah.
the abyss.
I rolled very poorly for the loot, I am sorry.
It's cool. We're gonna lose it in like 10 minutes. I mean,
You don't lose it. It just isn't very useful. Anyways, both of you, each, managed to just get another 5 gold per day, so another 15 gold.
Cool.
15. All right.
So that brings me back to 105.
That puts me up to 77.
Yeah,
Oh,
not a
hopefully we get
not
any
particularly good days for the like. Your performance has been very good, but people have not been paying attention that much.
Look at all you poor people.
You're only not poor because you got Gavin Kieta's money.
I know. It's no, literally Brimstone. It would be the poorest if it wasn't for Redemption.
Yep.
And why he's here.
And Felzy, I'd like you to go ahead and make a couple of Arcana rolls for me.
All right.
It costs
Same
a lot
every
for
day.
3.
Any advantage?
You are being taught, so yes.
Okay. Arcana. 22.
Nice. That's a success.
13.
At that point, I don't believe that would be a success, unfortunately. But you didn't lose anything.
And 14.
All right then. So over the course of the next 3 days, you're starting to struggle a little bit when it comes to the concept of actually inscribing runes into an enchanted item, i.e., actually placing a spell into an item. So you have it down pat how to actually get magic to stay in an item and have it be permanent, but you're having a hard time learning how to actually form that into a spell. Yeah, but you can to the buoy because it is wired here. So this would be the third day now. That's all really the rolls we need to take care of, since the other two don't really need to roll since they're just guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, at no point do you guys get assaulted by any of the other crew members, so you're fine.
Yeah, man.
The nights are fairly uneventful. You basically just get to continue having your traditional mess halls. It's decent food for being on a ship. And also, pretty good company. No one too interesting, just a lot of sailors, so you hear a lot of, like, nautical talk and, like, oh, I was fishing this one time and caught a fish this big, and dudes holding out their arms. Progressively wider until you hear someone go, ow, my shoulder!
Cat is still pining over a certain orc.
I pictured the guys comparing, like, I caught a fish this big. And then you just have Da Vinci who goes, that's all rookie numbers. How about this big? And then just does the balancing on one foot and using his foot and his arm and his hand sticking out to indicate to a fish that's bigger than him.
Failsy just holds one hand out and casts Mage Hand to have a second hand just go 30 feet away.
They both laugh at that and then make jokes about the fact that neither of you look strong enough to reel in a fish that's even a foot long.
They are not wrong.
Who said I had to reel it?
Then you didn't catch it, lad.
I caught a cat once.
They all give you a thumbs up. Like, they're not being rude about this, they're just, like, having a good time.
Good work, sweetheart.
That actually seems to be like except for Brimstone in this next statement, it actually seems to be like a general rule of thumb. Like, everyone seems to be just having a good time on this ship.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Brimstone's never having a good time.
No. Not
Except
really.
Unless he gets to interact with Bliss more, then he might have a good time. just that silence.
I mean, maybe.
So yeah,
Or
now
if he
it is
decides
the
to interact with Morrigan.
Maybe.
Anyway,
I mean, fair. Anywho, so that's the third day. The fourth day comes around, and you guys are all on deck constructing the buoy. It's another fairly uneventful day. The skies are a little bit overcast, so it's kind of the first time this has happened during the trip. You feel like it might be raining here soon. And I'd like everyone to roll a perception check.
I'm not good at these.
Perception?
Yeah.
Not my strong suit.
Yeah, I'm not good at these.
Since Stravince would be nervous at the sky getting cloudy and you looking up, given his previous experience / knowledge of nearby areas, would he have advantage on this perception or just regular?
This would just be regular. It just varies what you might notice.
Well, he is being perceptive though.
Yeah.
That does fairly effective.
I guess
That's a 20. A soft 20.
I guess it makes sense for Felsley to not be saying anything because she's on the side.
Well, no, she's out. She's on deck. She's working on the boat.
Oh,
She's ogling sailors, I guess.
she's oglingly.
I mean, right now, you'd basically be like looking at sailors and ogling them, and then you'd get the back of your head slapped with a tail as Altira just makes you look back at the buoy you're writing runes on.
Oh, just a little look, please.
You can take a look when we're done.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
Begrudgingly get back to work.
Fails, he doesn't really notice anything. Dravince, you're looking up, and like in the back of your head, you're just thinking about the horror stories you've heard about the Kingfisher, and you're looking up, and this doesn't seem like the Kingfisher at all. Like, you know, the Kingfisher typically only attacks on cloudless days. Because, as far as you've been told by people, like, specifically about those horror stories, it would only ever attack on a cloudless day because otherwise it can't see its prey in the sea.
Oh, I just thought it was pulling an oink fan.
Well, it doesn't, like, jump out of the water when it sees a ship. It's in the air, normally.
Well, yeah, but maybe it just wanted to be too subtle.
But yeah, you don't get the sense that this has anything to do with the Kingfisher. Morrigan. As Dravince is looking to the sky, you decide to look to the sea and notice something strange. As we're going to move back to the deck.
Oh boy.
That is still currently covered in things. I forgot to take them off.
Yeah.
You might want to clean up a few things.
No.
Oh, that's rude.
I think I got rid of all of them.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that. I was grabbing my
You're fine.
laptop.
You're fine.
I think you'll. Wait, are you also cleaning up our tokens as well?
No, I just
No,
deleted mine.
you're on the
because
deck.
I just deleted mine because I made a new one.
Oh yeah, you made a new token, so yeah, go ahead and put your new token on the
How?
field.
How do you delete your own token?
You press the
That's
delete
completely-
button.
You just delete your own token. You could do that.
There you go.
Things I learned. I never knew that.
You cast wizard magic.
There you go. Proper
You
fancy token.
cast wizard and die.
Yeah. Because then the shiny wizard in the sky says no, fuck you, and gives you skin cancer.
I don't know how I can do that with the delete token thing.
You just hit.
I think you just hit delete.
Yeah. You hit
So-
the delete button on the keyboard.
Oh, what? So I select it.
Click
then
your
delete.
select your token and hit the delete key.
Yeah.
I did that and it's still there.
Oh well.
Did you click it so it's got
The
Like-
bubbles up.
the bubbles around your head?
Yeah,
Then if you hit delete, it should go away.
I did that and it's still there.
That has a white texture behind it.
Did you hit delete or backspace?
I hit delete.
Weird.
This looks really bad
whatever.
on this map, but oh well.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Oop.
Better. That one looks
Did not mean to draw that. Sorry.
Am I armored?
Oh, what are these under? Are these 12?
Yep, we're getting to that. I'm just waiting for you guys to stop messing with your tokens.
I have not touched mine.
I can't
All
delete
right.
mine off, and I think you made a
It's
different
fine.
one.
It's fine. So, actually, I should put something to stand in for where you guys all would be. So, Failsy, you'd be over by the red thing that you can see at the top, because that's basically representing the portion of the buoy you're working on.
Okay.
It's got like a bunch of
Working.
tables with scribing tools around it.
Are we here making something then?
Um,
The rest of us.
Keta, Dravince, you both are probably would be near the stage, which I realize I never put on this map, but oh well.
I mean, it
This-
could just be this.
That's the hatch.
It's basically here.
So,
Alright.
Yeah, that's where you guys are. Lee's currently over there as well, just keeping an eye on things. I think that's Lee's token. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
Lee's
is.
token. Morrigan,
Mm-hmm.
you're actually over by the railing of the ship because of what you're seeing right now.
So I'd be about here.
Yeah. So while Dravince has his eyes to the sky and seems very cautious and aware, you decide to look over the railing of the ship to see, just get a look around, see what's happening. And you notice off in the distance, just beside the ship, there's this weird swirling glow on the water.
That doesn't look right.
You're not sure what it is. It doesn't seem to be doing anything right now.
Still don't like it.
Yep, so what are you doing?
She's going to find somebody who looks like they are of authority to
Alright.
inform about this.
I mean, Gone should be
Alright,
pretty
it's not
easy
too-
to find.
Gond is usually very easy to find. He's
Yeah,
just always
he's a-
around.
Yeah, he's a giant white orc.
Yeah, she's going to find Gond and let him know what she's seen.
Gotcha.
Section father.
I will slap you.
Hey, what? He's watching over us like a good dad would.
You know, you say that. Look at this token I'm deciding to use for him.
Oh, I thought it was just a weird vampire.
Very
No, that's
fancy
referred
man.
to as dashing half-orc. Gond is
Oh.
not a half-orc, but is what I'm using for him.
That's fine.
Close to about the right skin tone, so it works.
Yeah, that's why I'm using it.
Yeah, that works. Anyways,
Alright, so yeah, Morrigan would go over to Gond and be, yeah, just so,
Yeah, he's over here.
so she'd go over to him and be like, I don't know if what's going on out there, Gond, but I've seen this out over the railing over there. Basically, just relay to him the information of what she just saw.
A swirling blue whirlpool. That's not his voice. A swirling. That's weird. I can't do his voice right now for some reason.
yeah, I can't remember it.
A swirling blue whirlpool.
It's glowing as well.
Hmm.
I
Let's take a look.
yeah. So I guess just
Accidentally
go back over to the railing then.
Yeah. And you notice as you get over to the railing,
Mm-hmm.
more of these things have started to appear.
There's more of them now.
Hmm. Well, it shouldn't be anything to be concerned about.
If you're sure,
just-
but
It looks like those just look like the markings of reefback jellyfish.
you'd know better than I would. You've probably been on the sea far more often than I have.
Yes, they're just little. Well, not little. They're massive. They're just massive jellyfish that let off a bioluminescence when they come to the surface.
That's all.
I don't know why they're doing so close to a ship, though.
Would that be a cause for concern?
They're not particularly bright creatures, so they might just be floating by, and we might basically just be hitting them.
They're jellyfish. They don't have centralized nerve systems.
You actually looking out to them right now?
Yeah.
Alright then. Come on, effects, load, would you? I hate when the things that I have ready just don't want to load, so I'm having to get more things ready. This might work. Is this going to be on a white background? Okay, cool. So you notice that while you're looking out at them, one of the pools just starts turning red.
Gond, is that normal?
Like, he had actually, like, turned back around to go back to the rest of the crew, and then he, like, what is what not normal?
That red there.
No. And he actually just straight up turns around and starts running towards his command post, where his alarm bell is.
Is this an all hands on deck situation, sir?
Yes!
Alright. And she's going to book it right over to Dravenche.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
I have no idea, but there's whirlpools and now there's red in the water.
Oh no.
This is an ear warning for headphone listeners.
Oh no. Cat is holding tight to Dravenche if Brimstone's not next to her.
As you
I
guys
don't
just
know
hear
where I
you would be next to the stage with the rest of the guard.
Okay. I was just never told where I was to go.
You were with Keta. You were her personal bodyguard.
Yeah, but
Is-
Morrigan wasn't. Okay, that's right though.
Okay.
So
Anyways.
Cat is holding tight to
Yes.
Brimstone then.
Is Bounty receptive enough of any of this, or
Oh yeah, you're not that far away from them right now. Also, when that roar you just heard, like everyone on the deck turns and looks at that as this erupts out of the water,
Ooh.
and
Wait,
the other
what?
tokens are in the way.
What the fuck?
That. Oh no, we're in Subnautica now.
Huh.
I need to get rid of that.
What's that?
I have no
It's
idea.
a Reaper.
It's a Cthulhu
Who is
beast.
calling me right now?
Yeah, if it's a Reaper, we're fucked.
What? No. No, those come from space and want to make us all robots.
Ash is getting a phone call.
Yeah.
Gem.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, but armor. No, those come from space.
well, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, it's a Cthulhu beast.
No, that's Bowser's reaction. Like,
Kenta.
what is
No,
that?
Sorry about that.
now I'm
Kenta,
saying
give
it's a
us a
Reaper from
breakdown.
Subnautica.
Oh, I never played that game. Then again,
A Reaper Leviathan.
I never played Mass Effect either, but I know what those Reapers are.
Anyway.
Anyways,
So yes, this thing erupts out of the water. It's probably a good...
Oh shit!
Like, the fact that you guys can see it over the side of the ship is terrifying. Considering this ship is 40 feet out of the water. and it's probably standing a good 20 feet above the deck.
What the fuck?
And you just hear that sound again, as off to the side there's another splash of red, and another eruption of water as another one appears, smaller than the first.
Oh, goody.
And the stupid GM info layer is disagreeing with me.
I am disagreeable.
And then a third one appears. And they are currently soaked in blood, and the third one that appears, you actually see as tendrils are being pulled down its throat from where it had just swallowed the giant jellyfish.
Oh dear.
Well, at least they're not related. That's still not good.
I don't want to die.
Oh no.
What would Belzy need to roll to see if she knows anything about what the hell these things are?
You and Dravinche can both roll either a history or an arcana check. But only those two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm same with either, so
Actually, no.
nope.
Brimstone, you can also roll this.
Oh, okay.
Because you're from this part of the world.
That's fine. I'm dumb as shit, though.
Doesn't matter, roll it.
I'm dumb as shit.
Belzy is good at history.
Felsley's apparently good at both. We're all dumb as shit.
Apparently, Da Vinci knows the most about these, and he doesn't.
In this
know
moment
much.
of panic, you have no idea what this is. But all of you, even Brimstone, in your head, you get the caution warning of Leviathan.
Shit.
Fuck me.
Kenta's never seen one of these things before.
Yeah.
She's sobbing and panicking, like holding tight to Brimstone.
Is this one of those big fuck off beasties you warned me about, Travinci?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, they are.
Oh, wonderful!
Wait.
You guys shouldn't be talking right now.
Kenta's running.
Always forget to clear the turn order.
I'm sorry. It's just a natural fear for somebody who's very tiny. He's like, I'm running.
God. Fuck.
Alright. And as to give the inaugural terrifying statement of roll initiative.
Fuck, you already did.
22.
Morrigan's ready. She saw these things coming.
Okay, we got some ready people here.
And her sword is out and at the ready.
Yeah, and then you have
Even though you're
Grimstone's
ready,
just like,
though, Failsy is still going before you.
Yeah, just high dex mod.
Kenta's crying and running.
Fuck.
Alright then. I will say, as you start running, like, there's a second where Lee looks over at these things and then looks at you running and then rushes after you.
It's like, fuck, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Mm-mm.
No, there's a reason why he's doing what he's doing.
Well, no, it's Kenta's initial reaction is, I don't
No,
want to
yeah,
die.
I
She's
know,
running.
I know that.
Oh no, oh no. Oh god. I would light a candle, but all my candle wicks are too low for me to light.
Ha-ha! Should have saved them.
I'm sorry, God.
Well, time to roll some initiative for other things other than you guys.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I
Alright,
can light
luckily the other Gond and the Leviathan rolled like crap. Lee rolled alright.
He might be the only thing that saves me tonight. Now's not the time. Felzy.
Now is definitely not the time for that.
All right then. Speaking of Felzy, though, it's your turn first.
First reactions. Are people arming themselves to fight or arming themselves to escape?
You see several of the construction workers who, even though they're like brawny men, are actually starting to flee below deck the moment these things erupt out of the water. Like, they don't have any weapons or anything.
Okay, so civilians are fucking
Atira is also fleeing below deck because she is not a combat-ready magic user.
So is Gond issuing orders for people to fight or to flee?
The order is all able hands on deck, which means if you can't fight, go below deck. If you can fight, get up here.
Alrighty.
In like the one scenario where you've had to respond to this order, you know that's what it means.
So that means
Okay.
entertainment goes below deck, right?
Yes, it does.
Exactly.
If you want to run away, Dravinche.
Felzy's going to join the cast the other entertainers here.
Mm-hmm.
And am I in range? Actually, Felzy has new spells.
Yes, in case those watching the stream are not aware, they leveled up to level 2 last game.
What is my range? 120 feet. Yes.
Yeah, you're well within range.
So Felzy's going to launch a Chaos Bolt at this big one.
Ooh, fun. Let's see what happens. Alright, so, is that a saving throw or is that an attack roll?
That's an attack roll.
Alright.
Chaos Bolt. Oh, no. I don't think that hits.
Hmm.
12.
Yes, wait, which one were you attacking?
This big one here.
Alright, so unfortunately you launch your Chaos Bolt out and it just bounces off of its hide.
Oh, that's thick.
Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
That will be my turn.
Alright then. Motogon.
She sees this. She's not happy. So she's just like initial panic reactions. Raises her hand up to point at the same one that Felzy was trying to attack because that looks like the biggest threat. To cast Eldritch Blast. So, aiming at this one.
Yep. Alright. So you aimed at the big one?
Yes, the big one. Big
Alright,
boy.
that will be a hit.
Alright. That's
Ooh,
10
nice.
force damage.
I forgot, there was something we had to cover before this. We'll retroactively cover that later.
Okay.
You lucky.
There was a dream that you were supposed to have.
Oh. That's
Oh,
fine.
yes.
Which would unequivocally reveal what you are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Monogon, because... Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna just keep rolling with this combat, and we'll retroactive... We'll say you already have them, but the dream you'll have in the future, because there's something that is going to happen,
Okay.
which will make more sense in the future.
Okay. And
So
I-
where you saw Felzy's blast of chaotic energy ripple out, and then actually where it kind of bounced off, the reason it did was less because it just was deflected and more like the damaging part of the spell was absorbed by the creature. Your blast of eldritch energy actually seems to impact it very well. Sorry, my brain is scattered because I'm trying to finish eating this bread bowl. But yes, you see the eldritch energy impact it and actually seem to do more damage than you thought it was going to.
packs a bit more punch than I thought it would. Alright. And I need to measure
that
this.
was the wrong amount of damage dealt.
Okay, that is not... Yeah. Not close enough. Okay. What do you mean that was the wrong amount of damage dealt?
I accidentally cut its HP down to the amount of damage you dealt rather than taking the amount you dealt away from its HP.
Oh! Whoops!
You,
Oh, cool.
you
It's only got
reset
10
it.
HP now.
10 HP, perfect.
Alright then. Is that all you're doing on your turn?
Yeah, it's not... Unless I want to move closer to it, it's not close enough for me to do the thing that would definitely give away what class I am.
Yep.
I still
Alright.
have movement, so I technically could, but... She's wanting to fight and also continue doing her bodyguard duty, and the person she's supposed to be guarding is right here.
Fair enough. Keta,
Alright. Fuck.
what are you doing?
Panicking. I guess if all able hands are needed on deck, Captain needs to stay up here then. So fuck, she's gonna do something. She's gonna run back towards Brimstone
Okay.
and touch
I
him
was
on the
going to-
back.
Yeah, I was going to say, as you turn around, you actually see that Lee has taken up a position in front of where you're running, and he actually is armed now.
Holy
He has
shit.
a sword and a shield.
Oh shit. So Keta is going to reach over and touch Brimstone's back and cast. Hold on. Heroism.
Ooh, nice.
And an infernal for the verbal component. She says, "Please don't die." And so, Brimstone, you are now immune to being frightened, and you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Immune to being frightened. As if
Brimstone has gone from not giving a fuck to not being able to give a fuck.
Yay!
As for a change,
Yeah.
Brimstone, you are instilled with a feeling of heroism you have not felt since your glory days in the war.
That wasn't heroism.
I mean, it would have felt like heroism.
Maybe for other people.
And then Keta is going to, as a bonus action, get out her weapon.
By heroism,
rapier.
I mean adrenaline.
Yeah, I
She's
figured.
gonna-
I'm just being a smartass.
Keta's going to get out her rapier, just in case she really needs to fight something.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
These things are actually the wrong size on the field.
Oh, are they bigger?
They're bigger.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Oh, I like how they go in, oh, never mind, I thought it was descending order of size.
No.
No, it's just, we got the one big one and then the 2 smaller ones.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, question. These things look like they have eyes.
They do not have eyes.
Fuck.
These actually literally just appear to be mouths on tentacles.
Yeah, that's what I was scared of.
They're ocean graboids.
Not far off.
I've got ideas, but
Well, that doesn't help Felsy's spell then.
Dravinche, it is your turn.
Mm,
Currently, none of them are within stabbing range.
I don't think you want to get within stabbing range.
I'm not
and
sure how long that will last.
That comes
like I could advance 20 feet and be long distance dagger throwing range,
You could.
but that'd be rather risky. Actually, since you mentioned they could advance closer. Da Vinci is gonna ready to throw a dagger the moment any of them get onto the boat and are within 60 feet.
All right then. By the way, Filzy, I'm going to get to that. Waiting till your turn comes around.
That's good. I was just
Wait, you goddamn turn.
All right then, Lee. All right, so if I understood correctly, though, Da Vinci, you are holding action.
Holding action to do an attack. Yes.
All right. Lee is going to see what is. And you actually see him dash forward. And I'm going to make sure I get the distance on this right. Yep. There. He's going to go there. He's going to dash forward. And let's see if he's in range to do this. That's a disadvantage, but he's going to try. And then he's going to quickly, from a pouch on his side, whip out a dagger and throw it at one of them. And unfortunately, the dagger sails off into the ocean. But he tried. And that is what matters.
Is it though?
Gon just basically, like, from either side of his belt, he reaches down and rips out 2 scimitars and just stands ready, holding his action to attack as well. He's gonna cut him.
I really should have probably cast Heroism on Lee.
Maybe.
It's fine.
Yeah, nothing bad will surely come of this.
Lee's good at
First
dodging
crush.
things, don't worry.
Cactus' first crush is then going to be dead.
Yeah, it's going to be devoured before her.
And then she will never ever love again.
Oh, that's
Speaking of being
sad.
devoured before her, Brimstone.
Excuse you? Fuck off. It's not in range of guns, so I have to go with my backup. Shit.
You can still shoot it, it would just be a disadvantage.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
You could
That's
get
fair.
closer to shoot it.
No, fuck that. I'm apathetic, not suicidal.
You're currently heroic.
Yeah, still not suicidal. I'm just gonna try to shoot the big one with my bow. That's probably not gonna hit. Probably just gonna bounce off the
aiming at?
scale. 16.
What were you aiming at?
The big
The biggest
big
one?
gentleman. Yeah,
That will hit.
oh hey. God damn it.
Hey, it's not bad damage.
Yeah.
That is within 80 feet. So I can crossbow.
Yes, you do have a hand crossbow.
I've got a light crossbow. A little bit better.
You have a crossbow though. I have to math. Don't you love when you have to math?
Whatever is the total, and then minus whatever it takes.
If you're doing it via the gauge, you can just
It's
type
already done.
-8, hit enter.
Okay, it's maybe. This thing is some sort of
That does not work, by the way.
This thing is some sort of cataclysmic creature. It probably has some sort of resistance to non-magic damage.
Actually, no. That seemed to hit it just fine.
Okay.
Alright, and it is now its turn.
Consume.
Yes. As it's going to move up to the edge of the deck.
Oh god, these things are like giant hagfish. Ah!
You're just out of nibble range. It's gonna go after Gaunt.
but you know who isn't?
Mhm.
Does
I mean,
it being that close? It's technically within throwing
yes,
dagger
you
range?
could make your attack. But it is a disadvantage,
I know it's a disadvantage,
and it's
but I
going to
was
try to
hoping that it
nibble.
would get close enough that I wouldn't risk throwing this into the ocean.
It could potentially bounce off and land back on the deck.
could.
Which,
It does. Well, let me roll to see if it lands on the deck. High or low?
hi.
I'll give it to you. I rolled a 10.
Okay,
Yay!
right in the center.
Technically, that counts as low, but I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, that would technically count as low.
Well, it's going to roll and try to attack Gond. And it's going to miss, because Gond is Gond is able to basically stab it in the jaw as it goes to bite him. One of the smaller ones is actually... Basically, as it like smashes its face down to try to swallow him whole, he steps to the side and just jabs it in the jaw to make it fling itself backwards.
Uh huh.
The
It's
other
like
one's
a
going to try to
no.
attack.
It's like basically a no, fuck you.
Anyways.
The other one's going to try to Gond. And is also going to miss, luckily enough. I'm getting a different d20. This one's rolling terribly.
I want DM demands blood.
At least from the NPCs.
Uh,
Alright. And what Gond basically does is when it goes to try to bite him, this one has a
He
much
bites it.
smaller mouth than the big gaping one. So he essentially just brings his shield up and then smashes its head away from him. And it recoils back. The one down here is going to do something weird.
fuck.
It's gonna
You all
climb on
hear
the ship.
a tearing sound
It's gonna eat the ship.
as it rips itself out of the water and gets on the deck.
What?
Oh,
No, David!
Tearing sound, how so?
It just nearly did half of its HP and damage to detach itself from the creature.
Okay, so like massive sounds of flesh ripping. Got it.
Yeah, you basically just heard, like, imagine the most terrible rubber being torn apart
Mhm,
sound ever.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, so we're probably seeing a bloody stump at the... Well, maybe not.
Yeah, you're basically seeing like a bloody, like a grayish black bloody mass at the end of its body.
Okay, and it's kind of... Gotcha.
All right, Failsy.
seeing that, Fauzi's connecting a couple dots.
Before that, I need you to roll a D100. As you feel the surge of wild magic within you.
Oh, fuck.
The 1D100.
I don't like this.
15.
Alright,
Yes.
and a D20. Again, for those who do not know, I use a revised wild magic table.
Cast Circle of Death centered on yourself. Everybody dies. New characters.
What befalls Fauzi this time?
Alright, let's see.
It's 120. I don't like that.
Does Failsy explode?
No. It is a revised table, so it probably doesn't
I
have
think it's
that.
about. It might be closer to like 2,000 combinations of things.
No, there
still
are
ask.
300 on this table.
Okay.
I still ask. Is there some form of AoE effect that happens?
Well,
Oh
we'll
yeah,
find,
there can be.
we'll find, yeah, we'll
You
find
actually
out.
feel the surge of wild magic start to happen, because I remember this is something these creatures do. And one of them looks at you, and you just feel the wild magic drain out of your system, and this thing seems to grow larger.
Ah, shit, right. Yeah,
Oh.
these things probably have some sort of unity with wild magic.
It
It's just
seemed to
doing well.
consume it, but you do get the charge back, by the way.
Oh, good.
So cool.
Make my monster grow. Got it.
Like,
Okay,
it did not grow enough to increase a size category.
No. I was just quoting Power Rangers.
I get you.
Why do I get the feeling that this incentivizes Failsy to try to tame one of these things?
Why do I get the feeling that would end in her being brutally slaughtered?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
By the
But
way,
would that stop
when that
her?
happened, you did see some of it, like, excuse me, you did see a tiny amount of its wounds start to knit closed.
Wait, which one consumed
The
it?
big one.
Oh, the one that's been in.
So, glancing at this one that's detached, or it's ripped itself.
Yes, it has ripped itself from the main body.
Fel's got a theory that there is something under the ship.
You could extrapolate that.
Oh yeah.
It's like, if there is some
Oh.
bigger under the water, these might just be something small.
Yeah. When you start having that thought, you can try to make a history check again. With advantage, because you now have a point of reference.
Mhm.
Never mind.
I'm
Still, it's a Leviathan. Of course it's big.
Let me check my Lovecraft book. This reminded me of one of them.
Okay,
I know
I'm
it's
just-
not though.
Where's my spells?
I mean, if you want to on your turn, you can make one, but it's not your turn.
No. No, I was saying out of game. Just like
I just need
mine's
30
some
feet.
Lovecraft.
Oh, fails. Gon's out of range. He is not. Frontline fighters, don't think Beach.
I think at this point,
Everyone's a
None of
frontline
us are-
fighter.
none of us are really frontline fighters.
I mean, two of you are.
Not against this thing.
I'm just, people for Felsy's Bless who would need, like, help with.
I mean, it also assists range
Attack
attacks
range.
as well.
Yeah.
It
And then you have that
basically
sweet
it
heroism.
benefits. It benefits all of us who do attack rolls, which I definitely do.
It gives them that
Okay.
hashtag
Literally
bless.
everyone but Keta.
Yeah.
I can only do 3 though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
everybody
everyone
but
Keta.
Keta. Yeah.
I could also do myself.
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so yeah.
Alright, so do you bless him.
Brimstone, Dravinci, and Morgan. I am going to give them a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, here is the.
I forgot, you guys can put those on your own tokens.
Yeah.
There's the things for
Hashtag
that.
bless.
You get a D4 on top of your attack rolls and saving throws.
Alright, so that I believe is... Are you going to do anything as a bonus action?
Choose what I have. I don't have any bonus actions. Get behind the meat shields.
It's more of a move action, but it works.
Where can I grab? Behind the meat shields.
Dravinci.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And
I
that'll be
mean-
my turn.
Alright,
I can't attack this turn.
Muragon.
All right. Just checking a thing on my sheet real fast.
So I've used less now.
Failsy, remember, you get that once a day from your item, and it doesn't consume a spell
Yeah.
slot.
That's what I was checking off.
All right, just make sure.
All right, you know what? We're going to do this, but I need to measure distance first. Okay.
That
so
one.
there. Ah, yes. Okay. First, so she's gonna just look at Dravenche and just be like, "Gotta take care of the weakest one first." And how do I do the thing where I can see my distance while I'm moving?
It's something like hit space while you're like selecting the distance, but I'll just
Right,
hold this for
as
you.
you're holding your character and dragging it around, hit right click,
Okay, so I was right there.
and yeah, just keep right click.
It keeps moving my screen. Sorry.
It's Q, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, if you
Q
hit Q,
also
it'll do
works.
it too.
Okay, so I need to get my full movement. And then
You-
for bonus action, she's going to mutter under her breath and this will activate.
All right, so what do you say to it? What do you say to invoke your curse?
Just in infernal.
All right then,
Sorry, I was thinking.
I'll take it.
It would be in infernal. She's saying, "There's no place for you in Grimma's plan."
All right then, you have invoked your Hexblade's curse.
To anybody who's not part of this group who all speak Infernal.
Okay, and
Yeah, I do think everyone in this group speaks Infernal.
yeah.
Everybody
So
does, because we're all either Tieflings or Da Vinci who has Infernal as a language.
yeah. So, and I believe this does work with. It just has to be within 30 feet of me.
Yeah, when you use it.
Yeah. So. Since it still counts, I still have to roll an attack for it. We're just Eldritch Blasting again.
All right.
16.
If it helps,
That
you
will
can
hit.
also add plus a d4.
Yeah, it hits.
Oh, yeah.
It hits, so I don't. No need to roll the d4 if it already hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you get an
So
additional 2 damage on top of that. So 16.
yeah, that
Nice.
Nice storm.
Actually, wow. To your Hexblade's curse, and then you just feel the blade that you are casting through reverberate with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Eldritch Blast is actually consumed by this thing, and then its head explodes.
Oh.
That's the thing!
Well, that's good. Unfortunately, that means that
These things are coded to have a weakness to force damage.
well,
Oh.
that's convenient.
That is something that happened when there were no warlocks in this party, and no one could take advantage of it before.
I mean, I think Failsy can possibly take advantage of it. I think
I'm talking about the other
time.
times I've run this game.
No, I know.
Unfortunately, that does mean Hexblade's curse is used for the time period, but
You can move it as on your next
Yeah.
turn.
Okay.
No,
That's a bonus hex.
no,
No, sorry.
yeah. Hexblade's curse gets that feature at 14th level Hexblade.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's a very
Yeah.
specific thing.
It states that the curse ends early if the target dies, you die, or you are incapacitated.
Yeah, yeah. Its main advantage is if you kill something, you get health back, and also enhanced critical range.
yeah. So I get since I killed it, that means I get temporary hit points equal to my level and charisma modifier.
It would be actual hit points though.
No, it's actual hit points, so
Oh.
since you haven't taken damage,
Oh, I thought it was 10. I thought that said 10 hit points. Oh well.
No,
You're fine.
that's Fiend Warlock's ability.
Oh, okay.
You killed them, though.
Ye.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
dead.
You still killed it.
It good and dead.
Keta, you've seen one of them be exploded by your friend.
Tiny babby.
She's gonna mutter underneath her breath, "Granddad, please watch over me for this." And she's going to. She's gonna do something stupid. I know. So 5. And I need to get right up next to where Devante. Let's do this. So Keta, feeling a bit of bravery at seeing one of them being knocked down. Wait, am I off mute?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I've had that happen way too many times.
That's fair.
She's going to point at the biggest one. And she's going to strum a bit on her guitar and go, "I'm no wonder why you're so weak. You're just a small part of a big whole," as she casts Vicious Mockery.
Huh.
I don't
Can
know
you
if
pop the... Do you have the spell card for Vicious Mockery? Because I have to check something.
Oh god, did I
think it
just
needs
waste
to
my
hear
action?
you.
Does it... Yeah, does it need to hear you and be able to understand
No,
languages?
it does not need to understand you. It
Give
just
me
needs to
one
be able to
moment to
hear
switch
you.
it.
If the target can hear you,
Yeah, it does not need to be able to understand.
but it must have ears.
This thing doesn't have ears.
Yeah.
This is a
So did
tentacle.
did I just waste my turn?
I'll say you can revoke that.
Fuck. Fuck.
No, I mean,
Fine,
like, I'll say
okay.
you can revoke that.
Okay, I know, no, it's just like, fuck, that's the only thing I can do that's really good.
Like, you start to go to insult it and then realize, wait, this thing
It
doesn't have ears.
have ears. So I'm just gonna
It has
get
plenty
back
of
out.
wall.
I'm getting back out of nibble range. Why
You
is
won't
it not?
stay out of it
Okay,
long.
so- listen. Alright, so instead, Keta will then point at Lee and strum on her guitar and go, "Please don't die, I really kind of like you!" Ah!
What?
That's her inspiration.
Alright, Lee now has an inspiration.
Which is a
I believe
D6.
for you it's a d6.
Yeah.
Yes, right, that's a D6.
Alright.
Though he's not
Didn't-
sure why.
Don't we all have bardic inspiration from the initial performance?
Not anymore.
Yeah. Bardic
Like, you
Inspiration
guys
lasts for 10 minutes.
This is the 4th day. You guys haven't done a performance yet today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
I
Bardic
just remember that being
Bardic
mentioned at the very end of last session.
Yeah, but it's been 3 days.
Yeah, it's been 3 days.
And Bardic Inspiration only lasts like 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Fair. Just wanted to check.
Like, I would have let you guys use it on the initial rolls, but none. You didn't roll particularly bad on any of them.
There, Naketa is now just panicking and hoping Granddad hears her.
Da Vinci.
Hmm. Going to make a risky move. Advance forward. And going to throw another dagger.
Alright, roll that damage. Or roll that attack. You wouldn't have a disadvantage anymore, I don't believe, but
No, it's
unfortunately
it's
that will
20
still
feet.
miss.
That's normal range.
Yeah.
You
Oh, okay.
still have a D4 you can add.
Yeah, it's added in.
Yeah, unfortunately that misses. And high or low?
Gonna go high again.
This dagger unfortunately sails off into the ocean as it's battered away by one of its, like, weird arm appendages.
One of its mandibles.
That's the word I was trying to think of.
Yeah, that's the closest thing.
Of course, Mythosia would know about mandibles.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? You know what I mean. Why wouldn't I know about all sorts of weird animal parts?
Okay, yeah, that... I don't really have much else I can do with... Yeah, so that's my turn.
Alrighty then.
Doing a big dumb.
Lee's going to look over. Like, initially he had turned around to look at Kieta because she said something to him.
Whoop.
And then he looks over at you, who just threw a knife and saw it bounce off this thing. And there's a process of elimination going through his head as he's, like, looking around.
Like,
I'm gonna
what
roll,
do I do?
I'm gonna roll a dice and see what Lee does.
Please don't die.
He dies. What? No.
He dies. He suffers
Heart
a
attack.
No, he suffers a brain aneurysm from thinking too hard.
He sees that Gond has this one. For some reason, he thinks that. He's gonna run over to this one and attack it. Yeah, and it's currently, like, curling around one of the lifeboats, slowly crushing it.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually a thing to note as well. You saw when, like, these things, they seem to be moving specifically towards the lifeboats, except for the one that tore itself off. And Lee hits.
Yay!
Doesn't deal a lot of damage, though. Deals 4 damage.
Still good. I have a feeling that these are trying to leave us either, like, with a good portion of the crew dead and no lifeboats, or,
Right.
you know, just...
Gond is going to step forward confidently and take 2 swings at this gigantic monstrosity. He's gonna hit once. He's gonna hit twice. I gotta stop putting the dice back away when I stop rolling them. Ooh, deals a meaty chunk of damage. He's gonna deal 15 damage. Alright, and that's both of their turns. Brimstone. You have 2 women around you.
Yeah, clearly.
You also have another 4 temporary hit points.
I mean, they don't stack. So.
I'm fairly certain they... Yeah, because it says at the end of...
Yeah, but temporary hit points don't stack.
You don't? He is right on this.
Yeah, so it basically just refreshes. Big one's more concerning. That's a 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty then. Unfortunately, your arrow just again bounces off its hide.
Yeah.
Alright. The bottom Leviathan is obviously going to attack Lee. He's in easy biting range.
Yeah.
And it's gonna hit him.
Yeah.
Ooh! It's gonna deal... That'd be 13 points of damage to him.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Ooh, Lee, you are not looking good, boy.
Crunch.
Yeah, as you see, it actually darn near bites his arm off. As he goes to try to bat it away with the shield again, it's gotten wise to that move. The top one, however, it's got one target ahead of it that's at easy biting range. But the last time it tried to bite him, he stabbed it. So I'm going to roll to see if it attacks either Dravince or Gond. Dravince, high or low?
Low.
Unfortunately, it's high. Rolled a 15. Gonna try to bite you. I don't believe an 11's going to hit your armor class, though.
No, just nimbly dodge.
Yeah, so you see this giant head coming towards you, and it's moving way too slow for it to hit you.
I keep picturing these things like their teeth are rotating in their mouths, even though I know that's not like.
They don't have teeth.
Oh! Do they
What?
not?
Well, they have teeth like right at the edge, but they just appear to be like hooked inwards to grab things.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's just a gigantic muscled throat.
Ah.
Oh yeah, it's awful. Failsy. I love when we see the proboscis measuring tools.
Just.
Yeah,
Ooh!
Falzy's going to come forward.
Alright.
If I can actually get a hold of it. The character thing? Keeps deselecting it.
It happens.
One, two.
Don't question the horse.
What horse?
There's a horse in the soundtrack we're using right now.
Oh,
5, 6, yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
just, in general. Just don't question the horse.
And
Just look over, there's a horse next to you.
Yeah, don't question it. The horse wizard.
crossbows aren't doing much, so Fails is going to resort to fire.
Generally a good thing to resort to.
And throw a firebolt.
Alright. Which one are you attacking? The big one or the smaller one?
This one. The small one
Small
I
one?
tried to hit Lee.
That will hit.
Oh yeah, Lee's probably got some deep fucking gashes on that arm.
And damage?
Yep.
4 damage.
Alright.
I just thought about that.
Oh yeah, Lee's arm just almost got ripped off of his body.
Yeah, it's probably pretty damn mangled.
Nah.
Luckily he's a
And-
full-blooded orc.
Failsy's resorted to screaming in deep speech.
So you just start gurgling and it hurts everyone's ears.
Fuck you,
Well,
that's
Screaming
my
in,
motif.
screaming in bloody abyssal.
Oh, okay.
Not very
So it's-
different.
It sounds like Infernal, kind of. Almost.
It's like Infernal, but more gurgly
Guttural.
rather than hissy.
Yeah, more guttural.
It's screaming insults.
Fair enough. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Morrigan,
Yeah, sorry.
you're fine. Oh, finally done eating.
Are you though?
Sorry about that, I've been eating my dinner this entire time. I was a hungry boy.
Okay.
And now I have a cookie to give to Danny tomorrow.
Thank you, brother.
It's a big old chunky chocolate chip cookie. It looks terribly deformed, but it's delicious.
Okay, would going... if I got here right up next to Lee, would that allow me to start swinging sword?
Yeah, you're within the attackable range of this creature.
Okay, perfect. Just...
Yeah, that one down there is actually like right against the ship because it's curled itself around the lifeboat.
Okay. And... Alright. Perfect. Sorry, I'm trying to fix something on my sheet real quick so it would automatically roll bless.
It's alright. Take your time.
Because if I...
Right. You gotta love how many U's are in that language.
Okay.
There's like 7 U's, each of them pronounced a different way.
Okay. So Morrigan's going to run up to there, and she will, since she already had her sword out, she's just going to swing the moonlit aria at it.
Yep. Swing that beautiful blue blade. That will hit.
Okay. And if you could check my sheet when you have a second to make sure I did that right.
I will do so.
Okay. That's 14 slashing.
Ooh, nice. A deep cut into this thing's head as it swings by you and you just are able to hit it.
Okay, and going to, with the bonus attack, do the offhand attack, which I guess would just it's -2 from the damage, correct?
You can't do it with the same weapon. You can do it with a dagger if you have one.
I have a dagger. That's why
yes.
I'm asking it would be -2
Yes.
from the damage.
You do not get your dexterity to damage, so yes.
Okay. Well, my dex... Yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think that's hitting.
That is unfortunately not going to hit.
Okay.
Just so you guys can know for reference, the smaller one has AC 14, the bigger one has AC 16.
Okay. But that's Morrigan's turn. And yes, I know I've put myself in nibble range.
You were already in nibble range.
Well, I put myself in even better nibble range, and I am at peace with this.
Fair enough. Kieta, it's your turn.
That was his final nibble range.
Yes, let me just examine those teeth nice and up close.
Felzy would love to autopsy one of these things.
Well, one of them's dead on the boat, so can drag the corpse over and start having at it.
People might get cross if she left the battle just to go do that, though.
I do need to do something as you decide what you're going to do on your turn. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You hit initiative count 20.
Felzy's nimble-ish.
The DC for this is 10.
So Morrigan passes because of Bless.
I just barely made it. Thank you, Failsy.
Alright. You all feel the ship just rock underfoot. Kieta, you are knocked prone. You will be able to stand up on your turn, but it is going to hurt your movement.
Good thing she's out of nibble range.
Yep. But you just all felt something make a ship this large lurch.
More cogs in Felzy's brain are turning.
Yeah, this is making Dravinci think and worry.
I did say you guys, when it's your turn, could make another history check, but you only get this one last chance. But it's only it would only be Dravinci, Brimstone, and Failsy. And I think Failsy already made the second one.
I'm
waiting for my turn.
Yep.
It's Keta's turn, according to the turn order.
By the way,
Brimstone's?
Andy, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh yeah,
I just
that was
realized
the
she
problem.
wasn't saying anything.
guess his Discord hates me.
Sounds alright.
Okay, so what are you doing,
Okay.
Andy?
I'm trying to inspire Morgan. Because that's literally all I can do. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we can now.
Motogun, you have been inspired by the
Okay.
screams of a small child.
Okay, but did Failsy's turn get skipped?
No, I
Oh?
threw a fireball.
Oh, okay.
But, no, Keta will yell, Morgan, I think it's time for us to leave! And that's my inspiration.
The panic screaming of a child. It inspires you to do better.
Okay, good to know.
At this point, I'm just gonna drop heroism because it's not doing shit for Brimstone.
Yeah, he's not getting close at all.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Kenta honestly needs to cast heroism on herself.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I mean, you can't be afraid when you're heroic.
For up to a minute.
I am the dumbest person alive.
What?
I wiped a crumb off of my little table I use on my when I'm sitting on my bed, and just sent 3 of my dice flying because they were next to the crumb.
I imagine she had to get up from prone doing that.
Technically you could still be flopped on the ground if you want to.
So yeah, no, that's Keta yelling from the ground, and she then gets up. I've half my movement. Gotta run away. At this point, Keta can't do shit in battle. She's not a battle bard.
So you turn around.
She's just more so like kind of scooting backwards,
Okay.
still facing the thing.
Okay. You don't see anything then. It's an important distinction.
Well, I mean, she'd probably have to turn around to get up.
No, not really. You didn't get up. You said you crawled away.
No, she would have to. She's getting up using half her movement.
okay.
She's getting up from prone.
Okay. You don't have to turn around. You could just be backing away.
No, it's more so what I'm imagining is Keta getting knocked flat on her ass, then flipping over, going onto her knees, and then getting up.
Well, either way, you don't see anything.
Okay. That's my turn, because, I can't do shit. This is what happens when I'm the healer.
All right then. Dravinche.
Oh,
You can try making that check again with advantage because not only do you see these creatures, but you now have an idea for how big this thing might actually be given the fact that it just made a wave treader lurch. I said a history check.
oh, history. Originally it was Arcana or history.
Well, now I'm saying history. Trying to
Even
give you a
worse.
chance. Well, a 12 is still giving you an idea. You don't remember a name, but you remember being told about a bigger Leviathan. And it's filling your heart with dread. Alright, so what are you doing on your turn?
Things get worse. I don't want to think about that. Da Vinci is going to rush forward to help out Lee.
I like how everyone's just ignoring God. Then again, he's
Got
more or
this.
less holding his own.
Yeah.
And doing well. Gotta protect the small one's boyfriend.
They're not boyfriend and girlfriend. She just has a crush.
Yeah. Which
It's
was the worst
boyfriend in
time
potential.
in potential.
And going to start stabbing wildly with my twin swords.
Alright then. Still not actually trying? Alright, first one misses, second one hits.
Okay, just a small 3 damage.
Hey, damage is damage. This thing is looking pretty badly hurt.
And that is my turn.
Alright. Lee, he's badly injured. What?
Actually, Da Vinci, just as a free action. Lee, get back! We can handle this!
No!
Oh, that's good.
Alright, and he's going to try to attack it again. And he's going to hit. I have to get some dice out. I need a D6 bag of mini dice. Alright, not terrible. He deals 5 damage. As he sees you rush up, attack, and it makes the thing reel backwards, and he takes advantage of an opening that is left there, and just jabs this thing in the underside of its throat.
There's a lot of throat. It's all throat.
It's all throat from here.
Talk about... No, I'm actually not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make that joke.
Don't go for the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, thank you for not doing so on stream.
And Gon's just rocking the house over here, hitting with both of his attacks. Dealing near max damage. So 11 and 8 together makes 19. As he just starts carving into the bigger one. Brimstone, it be your turn again.
Alright, making that check is a free action, yeah?
Yep. It's basically you just being like, while you're preparing for whatever you're doing, is to use your brain.
18.
Brimstone. You've seen this Leviathan before. You saw it rip a ship into the undersea while you and your platoons were heading across the strait to Magisteria. You can still remember the thousands of eyes.
Ah, fuck me.
You remember the Kraken.
Oh, fuck me, fuck.
I have a comment I want to make if Morrigan could hear him saying that, but I'm not going to.
You wouldn't be able to hear him saying it. He'd sound like he said that under breath, and you're very far away.
Fair enough.
Basically.
Can I roll perception? Or fails you
Sure.
to catch that?
Yeah.
I mean, you're close enough to hear it. Wait, no, actually, you're further away.
Yeah.
Not really. There's a lot of sound going on right now. You wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to...
Fails you would be sniggering.
I don't want to, but at the same time I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to, I think I'm gonna have to call in some support from the old man.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I'm gonna just draw an arrow and look to the weaker one. And just... this is gonna hurt. And activate the brand as I pull it back.
Alright, so you start to feel the iron brand on your arm start to sear into your flesh.
Yeah. Wow, it
It'll be
shouldn't have
relevant
been
in a
an,
second.
yeah, shouldn't have been an advantage, but it's a 30 in total.
Yeah, it hits. It hits.
Yeah, on the weaker one. That's,
That would have hit either one.
Yeah. That's 10 piercing, and then let me check the thing again. It is one more d8. That hurts.
Alrighty then. Brimstone, describe how you killed this.
So, yeah, so basically his arm flares up. Die! Just right through the throat. As the arrow would burst into green flames as it travels.
Alright, so you scream that, and it looks towards you, and the arrow flies straight into its gullet, and just green flames are erupting from inside of its mouth as it sinks back below the waves, utterly tearing that part of the ship off with it as it goes.
Son of a bitch.
It's
What
dead.
do y'all heard about the Kraken? Because that's what we're going against right now. We gotta get out.
That. Yeah. Shit!
Do you look back at Brimstone when you say that?
Fauzi does.
Morrigan looks back
Dorinja
at
is
him.
Yeah, also speaking... no, I'm not going to.
Yep.
Because I would probably already have a decent idea that this is not just here.
Yeah. So the three of you, at least the three of you that look back, you start by looking back at Brimstone, but your eyes are drawn to behind him. As rising out of the waves, several hundreds of feet in height, is a massive creature. The best way to describe it is almost as if, think a moray eel, hundreds of feet tall and hundreds of feet wide, with at least 16 lower jaws.
Oh,
Like,
sweet,
it's just
merciful
divided
God.
into hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of rows of teeth. And you just see along its body thousands of eyes.
Oh, it's right behind me, isn't it?
I wanna go home.
Yes, it is!
Fauzi just
Yeah.
nods.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it's may the gods me before that thing does.
Yeah, so this rowboat's still good, right?
What?
The lifeboat down here were the smallest of the three were.
The one down there and the one next to the big creature, the bigger one, is still good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that one. I moved 15, so I'm gonna move that far.
Alright.
That'll be my turn. As Brimstone's arm is still kind of smoking.
Yep.
I'm taking 8 fire damage and dealing, I presume, 16?
If you took a...
Oh yeah, that thing is
Just like,
dead.
punch your
That
arm.
thing was on fire.
Does Brimstone yell for Keta to follow him?
I mean, yes. I believe
mean,
it would be implied.
I mean,
question.
right now she's kind of frozen in fear.
With Brimstone's fire damage, does he take half that because resistance?
No.
fire?
It is he cannot resist it.
Okay.
Yeah, it
This-
is irreducible.
This
Fair enough.
is referred to as hellfire.
Yeah,
It cannot be resisted even by creatures with resistance or immunity to fire damage.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's resisted by creatures with immunity, but it always burns. You could burn a fire dragon with this fire.
Actually, funny. Fauzi can learn that spell.
Oh, also this big thing just rolled a natural one, so I'm gonna do a roll to
Severity.
see how bad it is. That's another natural one.
Oh, that's real bad.
Oh.
That's as severe as it can be.
Yeah.
How badly does it fuck itself over?
Roll another nat 1.
Eats its own
So
face.
badly that it like goes to bite at Gond, and smashes its head into the ship, goes through the top deck, and then gets stuck. It's currently stuck in the top deck of the ship, unable to pull away. Technically considered prone now.
As prone as it can be for a giant.
I.e., attacks that now have advantage against it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, melee attacks.
This thing is big enough so that all attacks do.
Okay. Cool.
It's too big for prone to really
Apply.
give it cover from range.
So it's more like. Yeah. Gotcha.
You have advantage. That's
Yeah,
plain and
gotcha.
short of it.
Would it be better to say restrained?
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever gives advantage. Anyways. I believe it's Failsy's turn now.
Let's
Is it
see.
this one we're going to, or this?
That
one?
one's destroyed.
All right, so this one.
Yeah, the one at the very
Yeah,
bottom.
this one down here.
All right, just knowing where Keta's running.
Bowsy is going to run into here behind Lee. Give him a comforting pat on the back. To this much healing.
That's some good healing.
Ooh, how's that arm looking?
I believe it's healed up now.
That arm puts itself back on.
It's like, no, I'm not getting off.
You just
This
hear
will continuing. No.
as his arm stitches itself back into place.
Come on, Lee, we need to leave.
Alright, so you're just running?
Yeah, I just ran past Lee and healed him as I was and finished my move.
Alright then, Morrigan.
Just like kind of looks at Javinci like, we should run, right?
I forgot, there was actually something I needed people to do.
Oh.
Anyone who
Oh.
looked at the creature, you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Aw, fuck!
So Javinci, Morrigan, Failsy.
Yep. Right.
Hey!
You all succeed. You're terrified, but you're not frightened.
You're terrified, but not magically.
See, here's where heroism would come into factor.
Or I guess it wouldn't necessarily be magical. It's just you're in awe of this
Fearful
lad.
presence.
Yeah. In awe of this lad.
Yeah, but anyway, Morgan looks at Javinci, is like, run, right?
Looks at the thing, looks at the rowboat, looks at the thing, looks at the rowboat. We need to get moving as soon as we can.
Alright.
Not sure if it'll be safe if that points to this thing. If that's still swimming around.
Good to know. And she's just going to basically, fully casting through the moonlit aria, she's going to point the tip of the blade at the big guy and fire off an Eldritch Blast.
Roll that attack. You have advantage, don't forget.
Yeah, so that's a 25 plus 2 for Bless.
That hits.
9.
18.
Still good damage.
Yeah.
Especially
Chunky
with creatures
damage
with their
against
weakness
us.
to force.
Yeah, chunky damage.
Yeah, you just blew a chunk out of its side. It's still writhing and moving, but you feel like another solid hit would detach its head and send it back into the deep.
Well, that shouldn't be there for much longer.
Alright. Keta. I'm assuming you don't have any other thing you can do unless you want to move.
She's running. She wants to live. She wants to live. She can
You
move
can
60
still move,
feet.
by the way, Danny. I just try to keep this moving.
I know, she's... I'll just have her... Because of the range of Eldritch Blast, I'll have her move here, where she can still hit it. But with the Eldritch Blast, but be on her way down.
I hate to be the guy, but we did pass initiative count 20.
Yes, we did.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Fuck you.
Alright. I need everyone to make another dexterity saving throw.
Dex
Okay,
save.
Oh,
Mm.
that one.
Wish was barbarian. Oh fuck.
There you go.
Fal's got launched into the air and smacked her face into the deck.
Fezzy, you go flying into the air and you would have gone sailing off the ship if it weren't for the fact that there was a giant corpse that you basically slap against and fall back down. You're now covered in goo.
Doing.
So,
I mean, I'm
So,
sure
yeah,
that's
that-
I'm sure that's how she likes it.
Anyway. But
so,
the reason for this
doesn't-
one,
sorry.
you guys start to hear a cracking sound. As the ship is now, specifically the part you're on, is starting to lean at an angle, tipping you into the water.
Oh god. Alright, so Keta's full movement. Full on dash.
Yep.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're dashing.
Alright, yeah, she's dashing and just she will scream, "Anybody who wants to live, come with us!"
Like, there are people loading into other lifeboats at this point.
It's more so for anyone in this area.
I keep forgetting that there's actually NPCs down there, to be honest.
Hmm.
They're mostly scenery.
But yeah, that's how far Keta can move in this turn.
Alright.
Man,
Dravinche.
Titanic ain't got shit on this.
Okay.
The Titanic snapped in half horizontally in the middle. You guys are being snapped in half vertically in the middle.
No, I know, but I just said the Titanic ain't got shit on this.
This is a bigger boat than the Titanic.
Yeah, this is also, not an accident of nature.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I guess you could technically consider it an accident of nature. No. The crack isn't natural.
Dravinche.
Dravinche is going to. Actually, he's first going to shout, "Gond, we need to move!"
Get moving!
Oh, he's gonna go down with this.
I mean, yeah, he was hired for the ship.
How?
He's a member of the actual crew of this ship.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
He's also an
God.
original member
Yeah,
of the castaways.
That's one of the
Let's
very
hope Lee-
important tenant.
Let's hope Lee's a bit more smarter.
It's not that Gond isn't smart. It's
Well, no,
He has
it's like okay,
pride.
Yeah.
yes. Let's see if our other orc boy can put away his pride for a moment and then run to live.
You said that this looked like it was close to death?
It's almost literally hanging on by a thread.
Okay, Dravinche is going to approach and try to finish it off.
Alright, that hits.
6?
That is exactly lethal.
nice.
Okay, Dravinche is going to dive in with his short sword. Put in a cut that rends the head off. I said, we need to move!
And I said go!
Oh no!
Because you actually, now that you've killed all of the ones in this immediate area,
There's
you see
more.
that there are more of these things along the side of the ship.
Yeah, this thing's basically making a ship sandwich.
What about
And
Lee?
Gaunt is already turning away and running to help other people. Like, it's not even necessarily, you can kind of tell, it's not necessarily he has the mentality of go down with the ship, it's, he has the mentality
Save
of
as
you
much.
guys can take care of yourself, I have to help other people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
It's basically save yourselves at this point. Don't worry about me.
question. Since this big guy's dead,
Yep.
north or south?
Both boats are open.
Keta's
Everyone
already
else is already heading towards the southern boat.
Keta in the next turn can reach and get on the boat.
We're technically out of
Okay.
turn order now.
All right,
Oh,
yeah, no,
because-
Keta.
you guys are currently not accosted,
So we
I am
can
gonna
all
roll
just
something.
run.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lee, come with us.
Joe's going to pull herself off the floor. And
And Dravincia will help Failsy up.
actually, it's probably more along the lines of as you say, Lee, come with us. Lee just grabs Failsy around the waist and puts her on his shoulder.
Sure, that works too.
oh,
Yeah,
he's not complaining.
I'm sure she's not complaining.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Everyone on,
Do
everyone!
this.
And Keta's helping as best she can to get everyone on the boat. She's not very strong, but she's still very anxious.
This group of NPCs has already run off to a different lifeboat.
How the hell do we get down?
It's a good question.
Let,
There are ropes that are attaching this, so you could try lowering them.
Fast or safe?
fast is better.
Right.
He's already
You
drawing
actually,
his scimitar to cut the one on this end.
all right.
Keta's
Ready,
sitting on
As you start to do
tombstone.
that, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Both anyone who's standing up right now.
Keta's sitting down.
Yeah, so you don't have to make one. You're just thrown into the base deck of the lifeboat.
I think
15.
Failsy's either still on shoulder or now sitting in the boat.
You've basically been thrown into the boat.
So I guess that would be.
The two sword people.
Yeah, so that'd be Moragon as well. Was it a disadvantage or what?
This is just a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
So Moragon got a
Natural 20.
nat 20,
Motogun is
Yeah.
fine.
and
Even with the
got
15, I'm not.
You both are fine.
Okay.
So yeah, you
Okay.
just feel the ship rock again, and you actually feel like the lifeboat lurch down several feet as the ropes start to move on their own.
Well, that's helpful.
Like, you look down, you would technically only be 5 feet below the deck of the ship, but currently you're only about 20 feet above the water as the ship is leaning over towards you.
yeah, it's listing.
All right.
Cut. Okay, cut. 3, 2, 1.
Cut.
And you're both. I'll just say for the sake of brevity, you're both able to cut the rope at the same time and let the lifeboat drop.
Okay. Let's
And
get
the
this
lifeboat
boat going.
survives.
Yeah,
You
that
did
was
just drop it 20 feet, so I have to make sure.
Just smash the boat.
yeah,
It can happen to lifeboats if you just drop them into the water.
yeah, I can.
All right, but you're fine.
What
So-
do you know?
Lee's already on the
Row.
oars, rowing. I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
Yeah.
I was about to say, can I perceive the nearest land?
There is no land near you.
22.
16.
Perception.
This is not a high
Keta
DC.
and her anxiety.
Just persuasion. Where's my perception?
I will say that this low perception is just Vinci being basically head down in the boat after the drop.
All right, this is not a high DC. Mostly because it's almost impossible not to hear this. As on the boat you hear, Jonathan! As you hear Elavi's voice just shudder the air.
Oh no.
Oh.
Grima
And you
protect
actually, as you hear that, you see like a sound wave ripple out from the ship. It actually pushes you guys probably about 100 feet away from the ship. As you're essentially just shoved on a wave that it produces.
There's nothing we can do. Keep rowing.
Alright. You all start rowing,
Yeah.
and the last thing you all see is the ship crack in half, and then a tidal wave surge towards you.
Everyone, hold on!
Keta's going to duck and hold on to the.
Lee basically covers you all with his body as
Jeez.
everything goes black.
Oh shit!
Well, that was dramatic.
Dan rolled the characters.
Nope. Well, everything is black. Modagon.
Before we get into that, can we take a real fast
Yes, go
break?
ahead.
'Cause I
Let's
have
go
to
ahead and
pee.
take a break. Everyone take
I-
bio break real quick. But
I
make
need
it
to
quick.
cry.
We have to finish this soon.
I was about to say it is 10 o'clock. This is actually a decent time to cut the session.
It is, but at the same time we've only been playing for 2 hours because I was late. I'm sorry.
Okay, but yeah, quick bio break so people can go pee, and then we'll do whatever it is that Jen
I at least
wants
want
to address with my character.
I want to do with the thing with Morrigan and have you guys wake up, and then we'll pick up the next
Right.
session after you wake up.
Okay, so
Alright.
very fast break, everybody.
Hurry, go.
Go!
I'm already good. I've cried
Alright, then.
enough. Truly.
Leg stretches.
I'm gonna take some sips of soda and then burp into the microphone probably, because I know how I am with soda.
I've just been drinking some sparkly blood orange juice.
That's not bad.
I wasn't expecting that to do that.
Keta's inspiration.
Not expecting what to do what.
To roll an 8 on on the additional
Oh.
D8.
And
Yeah.
just after Keta removed the temporary hit points.
I mean, to be fair, that did pretty good for you.
Yeah.
Listen, I am just happy if Keta's, grade A inspirations.
I mean, it's technically only because of that inspiration that Lee is able to save you guys, because he did not roll super well for what just happened.
Mm.
That inspiration put him over the threshold of keeping you all in the boat.
So the power of like.
It's the power of like!
God, can you think of how traumatizing this is for Keta? This is the first time she's gone out into the world.
Yeah!
Or gets eaten.
And she's met a Leviathan. She almost died.
I mean, the first time you go out into the world, you almost get charmed and turned into imp food, and then you go out in the water and a giant monster wants to eat your flesh.
Well, no, it wasn't almost charmed. She was.
I was charmed.
That's why you said almost turned into imp food.
Oh.
Keta was charmed twice. Did shit during battle because, all of her shit is psychic damage.
Well, it wasn't that. It's just that.
It couldn't hear you,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well, I mean, my only other option was going to be either Thunderwave, which I had to get really close for that, or,
No.
Dissonant Whispers. Psychic
We have to
damage.
get
She needs to
Keta a
hear you
gun.
again.
I don't think she's proficient in gun, though.
You don't need to be proficient in gun to point and shoot at something that can't get out of the way.
Somebody give her-
True.
Somebody give her a grenade.
Someone give this baby an assault rifle. This is America.
No.
I seriously thought at one point Princess was gonna like, fuck it, fine, chuck a grenade.
I was tempted.
You had a grenade.
I have 4.
Yes. But
That
you
was-
didn't use them.
No, I didn't.
This is
I was
two
also
fights
tempted
where I've
to
given
do
my
something-
players grenades and they've decided not to use them.
Yeah, and
Because
Yeah.
it's a precious resource.
it would have been good there because that thing probably had shit for Dex.
Oh yeah, this thing has these things had a -3 to dex.
Yeah.
They could not get out of the way of attacks.
I just thought, could I help fire the grenade? I don't think I
You can, yes.
Okay. Oh my god, that's amazing.
You can do it to any damage roll you do.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Can you think of how this is going to sound when Keta gets talk to her dad again? It's like, "Hi, Dad. I had a lot of fun on a boat. The boat went down.
Karth looks at
I fought an
Brimstone.
imp.
She met some friends.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
back.
that's what we call him. Friend.
Welcome back. Is everyone ready?
Let's
Yeah.
do this. Let's
Has
finish
everyone
this up.
urinated?
Yes,
That's weird. Most of you haven't left the call.
I've urinated before.
I just
I jested.
mute my mic and leave my headset on the desk.
All right then. So we're going to pick back up now. Morrigan.
Ow, fuck.
I would actually like if everyone else mutes themselves if possible.
Mhm.
Everything went black. And for the second time in your life, you felt like you were drowning. But much like the first time, when you first found this weapon, you almost hear a gentle song calling to your consciousness. Not quite stirring you awake, but just enough to reassure you that you're okay. Close to the brink. You just hear a distant voice whisper.
Aye.
And it's almost like the voice, you can almost feel it. It struggles to manifest itself again. Need to protect.
Protect.
You. And there's a strange sensation within your core as you almost feel a light emanate out from you, reinforcing your body. And you feel stronger because of it. The same light you usually use to manifest into your attacks, you feel it grow stronger. Lost in the dark. Eyes to see. And you can feel that same light almost pool behind your eyes. And unlike before when you were in this place and you could see nothing, suddenly you can see. You're standing atop still waters. On a pool, just in the middle of a forest clearing. Your eyes are turned down to your feet, and in the reflection of the water, you can just see the moon. and there's something comforting about it.
Mm-hmm.
Make a perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay. It's an 18.
It's just at the corner of your awareness, but you hear the gentle of water dripping.
She'll look in the direction that she hears the water from.
There is no figure there, but you can see the surface of the water being disturbed as if there are two sets. There's a set of feet standing upon it.
Are you the one who chose me?
Yes.
Why me?
There's just a long pause. And suddenly you see the disturbance of the feet on the water disappear, and the waters become still again.
I asked the wrong question, I bet.
Because you found me. You hear right in your ear.
I see.
Because you're strong. Because you wish to protect.
I don't know about me being strong, but I definitely want to protect people.
Good. And just like that, you suddenly feel like you're alone again. The presence is gone, but the light you felt from it, the one that filled your core and reinvigorated you,
Mm-hmm.
you still feel that.
Okay.
And in the center of the pool, where you can see the reflection of the moon, there is now nothing there but an empty, vacuous hole.
I don't know what I'm meant to do.
Do you choose to inspect it?
Yeah.
You go up to the edge, your feet still lightly treading on the water. Even though you step on its surface, unlike the being that you cannot see in this place, you do not cause ripples on its surface. But you gaze over the edge into this vacuous abyss, and you just see a light at the bottom. and it's calling you.
She'll jump.
All right. Everyone can unmute themselves now.
Mm.
You all awaken on a beachside. There's various bits of flotsam and debris around you from a wrecked ship. You see the lifeboat that you'd all been in, not but what feels like couldn't have been moments ago, but you have no idea how long has passed. It was getting near to dusk when you were on the ship last, and now it appears to have just been the risen sun of a morning.
Quickly look around, see if all of us are here, including Lee.
You know, Cactus' first thought is, where's Lee?
Whoever is looking, you can make a perception check.
God, I got sand everywhere.
Yeah, you really do.
Perceptioning.
Everyone here?
I'm here.
I'm tempted to do something as a joke. Just tempted to say Felsi's clothes are just gone because they wouldn't have been able to hold on. She essentially wears a tube top and a skirt that isn't hardly attached. I'm not going to do that.
Well, that grunt means Brimstone's here.
Alright then. Keta and Felsi, as you're looking around... Oh, and Dravinche as well. You're all looking around, and Felsi, you're the first to notice this. The lifeboat is currently overturned, and you notice that there are slight drag marks in the sand. Which, by the way, the lifeboat is currently closer towards the... Let me actually see if I can... Do I have this? No, this map isn't ready yet. I'll finish this later. I have to fix that. I had to fix something on that map before we can use it. All right. So, anyways, you see the lifeboat is actually pretty close to the water's edge, but you all seem to have been dragged further inland by something. Like you can see the slight drag marks in the sand leading up towards, less on the rougher rocks that are right at the beach's edge and more towards the actual softer sand.
Mm-hmm.
You just see Lee just slumped against the lifeboat, just slowly breathing.
Felsi rushes to his side.
Yeah, no, Cactus will cast Spare the Dying just in case. She didn't know what happened when she was out.
He's not dying.
Alright. Well, she didn't know what happened when she was out, so, you know.
He just seems
Given
to be
that they're
exhausted.
running off, given they're running off to Lee, Dravinche will check on Morrigan and Brimstone. You two
Thoroughly
all right?
covered in sand, but otherwise all right.
Morrigan's just kind of laying on her back on the beach, just staring up at the sky, not really talking. Her eyes are open, though.
Excuse me.
Just the above where her vision is. You with us?
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're alive.
Yeah. And we probably all look like drowned rats.
Well, I wasn't gonna comment, but...
We just got shipwrecked. I know I'm not going to be looking my best, Dravinche.
Well, you look like you've had a rough and tumble one too many in the sands.
Not even the fun kind, either.
Unfortunately.
Oh, where's everyone else?
Ketta and Failsy and Lee are over there by the boat. Brimstone just looks over at him. What's
Still-
Brimstone doing?
No, he's still just laying on the beach, just like, fuck.
I think I heard him.
He's his normal self.
He's within eyesight. He's just not moving yet. Just
Morgan
Fuck.
will sit up.
Motogun.
Come.
Yes.
As you sit up, you actually instinctively feel your hand grip around the hilt of your blade.
And she does not hide that she's doing that.
You okay?
Yeah, yes. We were probably out for a while, and I don't know if I'm at liberty to say what I saw, but I saw things.
We can talk more about it later once things are settled. Let me check on the grump. Hey. You alright there? You alive, old man? Oh, sounds like it.
just kind of look around. Okay, so I'm not where I thought I might end up. That's good. Just get up.
Well, it seems like we're all alive at least.
Keta's just checking over Lee, making sure he has no open wounds, anything of the sort.
I mean, he was obviously bashed against things because he was keeping you all in the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, his back is bruised beyond belief, and he's cut up pretty bad.
So Keta will kind of put her arms around him and just whisper, "Thank you," as she will cast Cure Wounds.
Lee, the recipient of Cure Wounds.
Let's
Thank
see.
you.
It's
And
darn
then
near
for an
max
extra,
anyways.
just for an extra 2, she will Failsy's the only one who sees the fact Keta's hand will start glowing. Her one hand will start glowing as she kind of pats Lee.
I was actually gonna make that happen anyways.
Well, no, it's the racial thing
I know.
that I'm adding. Yeah,
I know.
sorry.
I mean, I was
Yeah.
going to make that happen anyways.
Oh,
like,
sorry.
because you don't quite really know how to control that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's fine. You did anyways. We're on the same wavelength. Yep. It appears right now he's probably just out because he's exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, judging by the drag marks in the sand, he moved you all further inland before just collapsing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because if he had left you out here, you would have gotten swept up in high tide if you didn't wake up fast enough.
He seems to be all right. Failsy, just really tired. I'll stay with you. Okay.
Do keep him safe.
You know I will.
I'm
you know
going
I
to
will.
go check the other then.
Can you just make sure Brimstone's gonna be okay?
Oh, very well. Sure,
Thank you, Failsy.
that other luggage as well. Have to go check on Brimstone. So
Obviously,
what-
Yeah.
people are checking on Brimstone.
Yeah.
So
Like
what-
everybody's checking on him.
So Failsy sort of walks up and kicks his boot.
I mean, at this point, he's gotten up.
Yeah,
He was still-
Yeah. I got up once. Dravinche checked on Brimstone.
okay. If he was lying down, he would have walked up and kicked him in the boot.
when Da Vinci sees Failsy walking over, just, we're all fine over here. We're all alive.
Life may be fine is relative.
It depends. Where the hell are we?
Are you gonna look around?
Well,
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
that comment, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think everyone's looking around that point.
Yep. Except for probably Keta, because I imagine she might be a little bit preoccupied with Lee.
She's kind of like struggling to move him a bit, just so he's not a guy at least closer to the water. At least he's on the beach. We don't need
Like-
him getting swept up.
You can actually tell he might have made the conscious decision to collapse where he did because he's fallen on top of the turned over lifeboat, so he's at least not like lying on the beach.
All right, so yeah, no. In that case, Keta's probably just sitting on the other side of the boat, kind of looking around, just kind of sitting with him for a bit till he ends up waking up.
As you look around, I'd like everyone to make another perception.
Perception.
18.
13.
7.
I ain't seen
20.
shit.
That was
Alright,
seeing
then.
everything.
So you all look around. There's not a lot of features around you. You're currently on like almost a walled-in portion of the beach. Like there are large rocks on either side of you. And there's currently like debris from the ship that has been smashed up against those rocks, further like walling you in from the outside as well. The fact that you guys didn't get crushed under any of it while you were unconscious is probably thanks to Lee.
No, you're such a good guy.
But you're looking around and you can only see a couple of landmarks right now. Off in one direction, you're not really sure where north, south, east, west, where any of it is right now, as you're just out of the loop right now. And also it's still overcast, so you can't even see the sun. You look off in one direction, and in the distance you can see that there's a mountain of some sort. And you look off in another direction, and Failsy, you actually notice this. And Keta, you notice this.
Yeah.
There's a large curved spire in the distance with something dangling from it.
By spire, do you mean a like building?
No, like it appears to just be like a straight, oh, not a straight, but like a gently curving upwards sort of pillar of stone that at the very tip of it, which you have no idea how tall it is, but the fact you can see it from this far away means that it must be massive. There's something dangling down from it that's glowing.
Oh,
That's
what's over
strange.
there?
Do you point that out to everyone?
Yeah,
I
that was a
imagine the both of them do.
Armored.
Yes.
When they point that out to you, there's an immediate sense of dread. Because
shit.
that tells you where you are.
Is it Kingfisher's Island?
Yep.
Oh no.
So what?
You're currently right here on the map.
Da Vinci, what is it?
Everyone, be wary of the skies.
Nah, son of a bitch.
We're
We're on its island. We're on Kingfisher's Island.
That's a bad thing, right?
It's where my sister met her grave.
Well, just for sake of clarification, it's the waters around
Yeah.
Kingfisher that are dangerous.
So leaving is gonna
The actual island itself is said to be where the beast sleeps, but it can't attack you if you're on land, because then it would beach itself.
Okay, but what if I call it a bitch?
Where
I mean,
What if I
try that
insult-
and see how it goes for you.
What if I insult its pride?
I'm giving that
So-
clarification though because armored you would know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so just a bit of a change. Near here is where my sister died. If we're here,
So
getting
that's it.
getting anywhere home is gonna be difficult to say the least.
That's
Great.
it. We're gonna die here.
so potentially an unexplored island, you're saying, right?
People
Well-
have been here enough to at least know that it doesn't attack on land. We're gonna have to do something if we want to get off this island.
I'll give you a bit of an info dump because you would know this. This island is not unexplored in the sense that no one has been here. This island is unexplored in that no
No
one
one's
has
safe.
been here, made a map, and then been able to survive the trip back. You do, however, know that there are a lot of shipwrecks on this island.
Yeah, basically the only people who have been here are either crazy bastards or people who are unlucky enough, i.e., us.
Incredibly stupid or crazy looters, and people who have met an unfortunate fate.
Kenta starts crying.
If we can, I don't know, if we could find some form of food or something, we might be able to survive a while, but no one knows what's on here.
We're just gonna have to do what we need to and do our best to survive and our best to.
Best to live.
Exactly.
Travinci is going to collapse to his knees.
That's understandable.
I like how everybody's freaking out around Brimstone, and Brimstone's just like, what?
I don't know why people
Yeah,
are so
it's-
worried about. This seems like a wonderful opportunity.
Given
Or-
the previous placement of everyone, they're like all dropping. Kent is over by the boat that Lee's laying against, but everyone else is like dropping to the knees, literally around Brimstone, who is just like sitting up.
Yeah, just like, huh. Fuck.
Morrigan, because of fact of friends, will go over to Dravinche and lean down next to him and just pull him into a hug.
I was hoping to tell some of my family my stories. See my mentor again.
We'll make sure that happens. This is not where the story ends. This is just a bump in the road.
Can't help but feel I made a mistake somewhere.
You didn't make any mistake there and say this was going to happen no matter what.
Just imagine what kind of artifacts could be hiding here.
Kenta's gonna chuck a rock at Failsy, like, shut up.
Kenta?
Me? Oh my god, you're awake.
Oh.
Don't move.
Oh, good, he's still breathing. Yeah, we're gonna need everybody we can get.
Oh gosh. You're awake.
Yeah.
For a second I thought we lost you there.
Gon says I'm hard to kill.
Well, I guess you proved that true today.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
heard that when I stowed away on the ship. And they couldn't get me out. So they hired me. And he sort of just sits himself up slowly. And obviously with a great deal of strain.
Keta's going to just basically try to ease whatever strain she can. Thank you for everything.
It's alright.
He's just gonna notice that you're crying and just sort of put a hand on your face.
We'll be alright.
Yeah. We'll get home. And she'll lean in. She'll just kiss him on the cheek very lightly.
Yeah.
He just sort of smiles goofily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was just imagining the biggest goofy smile.
Aww.
He's going to stand up and start walking towards everyone else.
Lee, how long were we out?
Hard to say. We're in the lifeboat for at least a few hours. I passed out sometime. Could have been days.
And on that note, you all do feel very hungry. So it's
Oh,
obviously you did not just pass out and wake up. It's been a while.
Do we
Oh
still
crap!
have our equipment on us?
Looking through my stuff, I don't have rations.
You have the equipment that you could keep on your person, like small pouches and the such, but if you had like a big backpack, that's probably gone.
Ah, shit.
Okay, so
Or maybe still in the
so-
lifeboat. No one's turned it back over.
No, yeah, it might be a good idea to check that.
Yeah, Keta's will turn, like, kind of lift up the boat as much as you can.
With
Look
what
underneath
strength?
it.
I find it funny.
I
Da
said-
Vinci had.
As
Both
she
has-
can.
I find it funny that Da Vinci both has a backpack and and like a storage chest. So I'm guessing that
I
chest
will say
is gone.
that's gone. The chest is gone.
Thankfully, he kept most of his things in his backpack anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keta will kind of like lift up the boat just a little bit to peek underneath.
Alright then. I will say, unfortunately, given the context of what's happened, like your guys' like pack equipment is gone because it wouldn't have been on your person when this all happened.
Mm.
But when you do turn over the boat, it does have like a chest that's literally like strapped to the base deck of it. That if you open it up, it does have like emergency rations and a fire starting kit in it.
Okay, so stuff like my ink, my lamp,
Yeah, that stuff is gone, unfortunately.
Okay, I gotta...
paper, my vial of perfume, and my soap.
I know it's gonna sound a little silly.
You'll
But
never
does
be
Keta
clean,
have-
Da Vinci. Never be
Does
clean.
Keta have most of her like sweets on her? Because they were like small bags.
That would have been on your person. I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, but
They're-
now it's all
they're-
sticky.
I don't care.
Actually, no, it wouldn't be. Those
So
bags
no-
are enchanted to stay dry.
Oh, fair enough.
Yes, Keta.
You
Okay.
still have your candy.
There's that.
So no backpack, no bedroll, no mess kit, no tinderbox, no torches, and
You do have a.
rations.
There is a tinderbox in the party now, because that was in the emergency thing.
I'm just
Okay,
cutting off what she doesn't have now.
okay, so out of my stuff, no scroll cases.
Nope.
No ink, no ink pen, no lamp, no oil, no paper, no vial of perfume, no sealing wax, and no soap.
Keta lost
Oh
her
no, your soap.
Keta lost her entertainer's back. Most likely her cosmetics, and I don't. She had the spools of ribbon on her, but they're probably really waterlogged.
Yeah, those weren't magically enchanted to stay dry.
Felsie was working at the scholars table.
Yep.
On the Dewey when the battle started, so she'd have a scholar's kit.
Yes, you would.
Would he not? Would Da Vinci have lost his jeweler's tools?
Would you have had those on you when you were performing? Because you guys were setting up for a performance when this all went down.
Yeah, no, the only thing Keta didn't have on her was her entertainer's pack because she left that in her room.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's the thing to consider.
Yeah.
But
I could see Da Vinci walking around with his backpack, but he would have taken it off before doing the performance, and would have gotten forgotten in the scuffle.
Yeah,
And
unfortunately.
I assume we probably lost all of our gold.
No, you guys keep that stuff on you. You
Oh, wow.
expect to get money during your performance, so
Oh,
there'd be no reason to not keep your gold on you.
Keta still has
No.
105 gold.
I guess also that means Da Vinci loses one of his pairs of clothing. If he
Yeah, no,
was
Keta's
going
down
for
to
a
100.
performance, he would have been wearing his fine clothes, but he had some normal traveling clothes as well.
Da Vinci is stuck in sexy mode. I mean,
Yeah.
he never leaves it, but
Man, all those rations. I bought 20.
uh,
Now they're
there is a thing in the
all
ship
gone.
that...
No, I know. I had 20 myself.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's
was
all
at
gone.
Keta's just gonna nibble on a candy because fuck, they're so good.
It's fine. At least I have my limited booze in my flask.
Keta, she nibbles on a candy to remind herself that not everything is bad in the world.
My mom's still alive, my dad's still alive, I'm still alive. I'm good.
I'm still alive, I've still got candy. I better ration this candy.
She has 2 full bags of candy.
And knowing Keta, she's probably a depression eater.
I mean,
Anyways,
so her
So
depression's
the things
I
you
just wanna cry.
find... Yeah, the things you actually find in the boat for the emergency thing, there's a waterproof fire starting kit, which
Mhm.
contains a small red crystal and a steel bar, as well as packages of it's the white things used to start fires, the fuel pellets, but
Mhm.
the D&D equivalent thereof. So they're just like these little packed pellets of oily substance. You're not really sure what they are. And then there's a jar of these little black squishy looking beads.
Oh, beads of nourishment.
If you were a meta person, you would say that.
Sorry, I did. I should have said that those things in mind.
But yes. It's a jar of 30 of those.
Okay.
Well, that's useful.
And it does have the label emergency ration.
There's... Figure this out.
jelly beans are emergency rations.
I wish.
Yeah, the only person who in this group that would have seen these before is Brimstone.
Yeah.
So
Felsie
you know
just
what
looking at
you know
jelly
what
beans
these
right
are.
now.
One of those will last us a day each, but we don't got a lot of them.
You have 30 of them.
Well, yeah, but that's 30 amidst 6 people,
6.
so 5 days.
Yep.
Yeah. We don't get a lot of them. We got enough for 5 days there, looks like. We don't wanna-
That's at least enough.
That's enough to keep us running while we rustle up actual food.
Yeah, but we're
And it
gonna
is
find
actually at the point where you guys need to consume a ration now because you're very hungry.
Well, we better do one. Better do one now before we start all going hunger mad.
Right.
Get the old pop one.
Yeah.
With
So,
didn't.
I need everyone to roll a d6. Who eats one?
boy.
That's all of us.
Bells who would try one.
Da Vinci will just slowly nibble at one.
You have to put the whole thing in your mouth.
Yeah, there's
What's it taste?
it's all or nothing.
It's like a boba.
No, like
it's
he's still
not like
gonna
a
eat
boba at
the
all.
entire thing, but just as a demonstration of kind of depression, no appetite, just eat the entire thing slowly.
Well, this is actually the thing. You go to bite it, and your teeth can't cut through it.
Oh,
It's
Then,
like
yeah,
a
just pop
boba.
it.
Your teeth can't go through it.
Oh, it's like a jailbreaker.
No, it's squishy.
Oh,
It's like-
he just can't cut it with his teeth. Got it.
Yeah. Anyone who's tried to chew a boba knows what this feeling is like.
Yeah.
I don't know
They
what
don't
boba
go away.
is.
4, 4, 3, 3.
Morgan, let's go to 2.
4. Okay.
And Lee will eat one as well, and I'm going to roll his d6. Just on this, because I don't want to get a d6 out.
Another 4.
Wow, okay. So to everyone except for Thalesy and Dravinche, it just tastes like apple. It just tastes like you bit into like a Granny Smith apple. For Thalesy and Dravinche, it tastes something. It tastes a bit more like a pepper.
Oh,
Everything is it's
Which to both of your palates, nothing new.
yeah.
Mm.
I think it would have been funnier if it was just pepper. Just tastes like you just straight up licked the fucking.
Not like a salt and pepper shaker,
No, I
Like-
know. I know. You meant like like a jalapeno.
like a
or something.
jalapeno.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought it would have been funny if it was just straight black pepper.
My thinking would be
Just
it would have
snort
been
it
funnier if
away.
if it was like straight California Reaper, just pop
Oh.
it and then suddenly fire exploding out of their mouths.
Nah,
Well-
it's
well,
not
for
that
you.
extreme.
Yeah, I mean
Well-
maybe for you. The rest of us are fire resistant. I think.
That does
Shouldn't-
not stop spicy.
I guess it's fair.
That's
Shouldn't-
technically considered a chemical or poison.
Fair enough.
Actually, technically, that would be acid.
I was like, fine. I'll just get Infernal Constitution.
Shouldn't we start moving inwards? We can't stay on the beach.
We're pretty much gonna wrap up here
Yeah.
near soon.
Yes. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's Keta just making the suggestion to like lead off on.
Yeah, let's at least grab what we got, grab the boat, and try to move inland.
Yeah.
I was just taking stock of what is left in her bag.
Yeah.
Lots of pens and papers, a couple books, and 10 flasks of acid.
Because why not? All right then.
Oh,
Oh.
One final thing.
Do that before I do the rest.
Just Da Vinci taking kind of final stock of what he has, pulls out a pocket watch. It's still early in the morning. We got plenty of time.
Yeah, your pocket watch tells you that it's currently 9:40 in the morning. Like it's just sunrise where you are right now.
At least I was able to keep this.
I'm not going to take away your special items. I assume you guys always have those on your person.
I mean, yeah.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah, I don't have a choice unless I want to cut my own arm off.
Keta kind of needs hers.
Yeah.
You were performing, so of course you'll have a guitar.
And and next level, it's impossible for Mortagon to lose hers.
E.
Alrighty then.
Everyone, let's move.
Assuming she gets blade packed.
Alright. I'm going to do a send off, so unless anyone else has a final thing they want to do, I'll go ahead and do that.
Nope.
Other than our normal out of character stuff at the end, I think we're done.
I mean, send off for the session,
Yeah.
like the RP session. Alrighty then. So our heroes are finding themselves in a rather dour situation. They've lost many of their supplies. Many, at least friends or acquaintances they've made on this trip. They have no idea how they'll be getting off this island that ships in their right mind do not visit. It's looking like a pretty bad situation. But always when you're in a bad situation, there's someone looking out for you. And maybe we'll find out who that is next time. Alright then. Those who shill do your shill.
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Okay,
Andy,
Andy.
the shill mistress.
It's the baby.
It is the sad baby in this
Yeah.
campaign, at least.
And I
But-
think you might actually be the youngest player.
Anyways,
But anyways, instead of the sad little tiefling, find me here at twitch.tv/Latvarian Citizen, where I play a bigger, somewhat still sad tiefling.
Always tiefling, always sad.
Always tiefling, always sad. There you can find me 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, I believe. And that's where I play Desire, the Fairy Blood Hunter. God, we've gotten ourselves into some bullshit. Just like this campaign, but you know, that's wherever I go, really. There you can also find our links to our YouTube channel, where the DM posts links of the VODs. We are up to episode 27, where we have done a lot of weird shit. So, you know, enjoy. And then here is our Hold on. Here is our Twitter at World of Iona. Tweet us, send us questions about the game and all that kind of stuff. Or if you just want to ask us stuff, you know, do that. Just nothing naughty, please. Yeah, but that's me.
Alright, and since I like to go last with the shilling, Armor, do you have anything?
Nope, not me.
Failsy?
No, I don't have any shilling. I should actually set that.
Myth?
no. No, not yet.
Alrighty, and as for myself, it's kinda up in the air if we'll be doing Foray in the Forest next week. It depends on if the other resident Australian is not being kicked to death by work. Because there is an event that we left off on that the DM is like, I need all players present for this, please and thank you. So we may be going back to the forest next week on this channel at 9 p.m. EST on Tuesday, and if not, we will be on Night Hunter 66's channel for more robots.
They beat the boss.
Yeah.
Now they get to explore.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes for them.
Yeah. We defeated a big spoder. Big spoder bot.
The biggest spoder who ever spodered.
Yeah.
All while I was considering the burger.
Yes, he consider the burger. But yeah, I believe that's it. So I guess if everybody wants to say goodbyes, we'll wrap up and end stream.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good day.
Bye.
Bye!
Fuck.
Oh, and one last thing. Yes, we will be back on this channel at this time on this day next week for session 4 of this. And see what's going to happen to our poor all tiefling aside from Javinche party.
And Lee.
Oh yes, we do have our NPC friend now in the form of Lee the orc.
Means I actually got to make him a character sheet now.
You're the one that
Look
left
at
us
making the sweet boy.
Whose fault is that?
He's a completely irrelevant background NPC that you guys just really like.
No, let's be fair. It was I liked him.
All of you
And-
guys liked him.
Monogon hasn't
Seems like you
interacted
did.
with him all that much, but I, as player, adore Lee. He's adorable.
Above game.
Above game, I love
The
Lee.
The consideration for Lee is more okay. I know the small one likes him, so maybe better to make sure he doesn't die, or else
We
she'll
don't
be
have-
sad again.
We don't have anybody who's big and strong in this group. We need somebody who's big and strong.
But anyway, yes, I believe with that, then we shall end off, and we'll see y'all again next week. Bye, everybody.